Hey guys, welcome back to Brito's Gaming, and welcome to Industry Manager Future Technologies. Going to do a new series, new Let's Play series with this. I've played it for a little while before, but not in huge depth as yet. So I'm still going to sort of be learning as we go. So we'll start a new game. Put on easy, of course. World size, we want large. As many cities as we can get. Abundant. One AI player. Market size large, and goal free play, who cares. Research price is low, starting money 50 mil, sounds good to me. We're going to start in biotechnology. I think it's probably the easiest place to start. I'd like to go red, change our name to, let's just call ourselves Britain Technology. We don't want to look like a woman or an old dude. That dude looks close enough. So we'll head on in and start the game. I'll try and talk you through it as I do it, but as I said, I'm still sort of learning as well. So we have towns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can buy like plots of land. We've got 50 million down here at the start, but we can't put anything anywhere. Oh, that's a nice castle there. We can't put anything anywhere yet because we don't have any land owned anywhere. So, I'm still used to the transport fever buttons. So here it'll tell you $5 million, you can have 1,025 people in your workforce, the amount of aluminium per day that you can pull out of the ground, and all those other bits and pieces there. So water levels and soil fertility is also like a handy thing to keep an eye on. 88 and 97%, but I like this one because it's a decent sized block, so we'll go buy. Confirm. We need to go down to our building menu. That's our company menu. This should be our sectors, and that's our building menu there. So let me work out what I'm doing. This one here. Okay, so we want to go to bio factory. We can make an influenza vaccine, so we're going to need a farm and 2 animal ranches. So we close this down, go to our building. We've got a farm here. It's sort of hard to fine tune your lines. I like to have everything lined up fairly well. So farm there, and we need 2 animal ranches. Sort of leave a little bit of you don't need to leave a gap, but we will turn this one around as well. We should sort of keep the same alignment you had with the last building. So there we go. So we got our farm, 2 animal ranches. Now we need a research and development factory. So we sort of put it up here out of the way somewhere. So how about we just stick it over there. We need a warehouse. So these bits and pieces we've got here will actually deliver into a warehouse. So if I get rid of that, have another look at another animal ranch. We put one here. We've got 2 little squares here we can use for our warehouse. So I'm thinking if we stick it in here somewhere, if we can get it in there, it might be a bit tight. Say there, we should get another animal ranch in there. We don't need a mine, oil well, we need a biotech factory as well actually. Obviously, because I'm making biotech parts, so actually might put it next to here. that'll do. So now nothing's happening because we don't have any buildings built. So if I triple speed it, get everything built, and then we'll work out what we need to do. So obviously these guys are built, so I'll pause that for now. This one isn't built, which is our biotech factory. That's right. Get rid of that. We need to go in here and have a look. So we need to make plant milk emulsion extract from the farm. So we go to the farm. So it's called farm. Plant milk emulsion. So we've got no workers at the moment. So if you left click there, sorry, it'll give you the total amount of workers you can hire. Production line. We want to add. Do we not have it available yet? Plant milk emulsion? No, we need to. Okay, we can't do that just yet. So we won't worry about it. We'll go back through and hire workers for the ranches. Obviously they're going to be idle for now, so we need to come into here. It's our research and development factory, so we need to research. Where are we? Resource buildings. We need to go to our farm, which is there. We need to research processed food. Actually, we probably need to hire some people first. So we hire 48. Research processed food, and we also need to, you can see here, the required research is animal ranches. We've already got genetic materials, which we don't have. So we need to go back into our research, go to our animal ranch, genetic materials. So we've got those both researching at the moment. So we'll triple speed that. It will come up with a message once it's actually researched. Taking its sweet time. If you click on it, you'll see. So it's done today. So we'll go through. We need to upgrade the building with the processed food. Now we can go to add plant milk emulsion extract. We need to create that. Quality, I just always leave it 1. Production per day. If you left click on the far left a couple of times, we give you the max amount, 165.12. Now this will show you how much you've got in storage here, but we need to set up a new transport route, and this is something you have to do to get this stuff to work. So you need to add. So you want to go to the warehouse here, and you want to send the plant milk emulsion extract to there. So now they'll start creating that. It'll start getting delivered. If you can, we can zoom in. You'll see the truck heading over to the warehouse now. That's what's coming in, and that's what we've got in stock at the moment. So we've got 413 in storage. Now if we go back in and have a look at the production tree, we need organic macromolecules. So we'll grab this guy. We'll grab our organic macromolecules, if I'm saying it right. Production's done. We need to add another transport. Get rid of that one. Another transport line, as I said, to the warehouse, and you need to transport those over to there. We're going to rename this to organic macros. Not writing that whole thing there. And we'll go back in again. We need some genetically modified microorganisms. So we need to add. Okay, sorry, we need to upgrade. Once we've researched stuff, you need to upgrade. So we need to add our genetically modified microorganisms. We want to make sure we set our production as high as we can. Transport line again to the warehouse. The microorganisms. So animal ranch, genetically mod micros, I guess we'll call it. Now this is the warehouse. See how much stuff's coming in. Change it to warehouse biotech. So these are producing what we need to make the influenza vaccine, which is here. So we need a biotech factory, which is here as well. Hire as many workers as we can. We need to add the production for the influenza vaccine. Do the same thing again, set the daily production levels. Now we need to add 4 lines. So we need to bring in from the warehouse to us plant milk emulsion extract, from the warehouse to us the organic molecules, from the warehouse to us the genetically modified microorganisms. Now from here we need to send the influenza vaccine into the warehouse here. So that's that set up, ready to go. We're still losing $5,500 per day, but now we want to bump up our research. So what I like to do first is bump up our workforce for both of these, so we can hire more people to continue to produce the higher amounts. Have a look here, see the quantity. I'll change all these to max, which means they'll just keep delivering as much as they can to here. At some point in time you're probably going to end up with way too much, so you're going to need to put in a second warehouse here, or slow down production a little bit. But we're 0% storage space filled, so we've still got plenty of room. It'd also tell you we're receiving 159 of these a day, 145, 203 and 722 per day. So if this becomes a minus, so we're losing this every day, we're going to have to put in another farm or increase production on that farm. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do we actually start selling? Workforce research is complete. How do we start selling our influenza vaccines? So we need to go over to a town here, and there's 4 spots there. Well, there should be 5, but he's already started building one. There's 4 spots here, so we click on that, we build our own trade center. He's got his trade center there. Oops, swing out map back around. So here's his little area. The only thing he's got at the moment, which I'm not even sure what that is. It's not a research facility, so he might be doing cars or something else. Not quite sure. I don't know what the actual buildings look like just yet. So the trade centre is still building. I'll speed the time up till it's ready to go, and we'll show you how that works. So it should be built now. Pretty close to it. And there we go. So we've got Biotechnology. So we've got none of 9 shops open, 1 to 5 floors. So most profitable is self-driving electric car, but obviously that's going to take a lot more to get started. You'll need to buy, have like mines, and then somewhere to turn, say like the iron ore into actual iron. You need to make electronics and all that sort of stuff, so that's hard to get started. So here's our shop floor. We've got none of 9 shops open at the moment, so we choose a warehouse, our biotech warehouse, choose our product, our influenza. Now we've got 11,902 stored, and the demand is 4,937 by this town. We've just sold, we're selling that much at the moment. We've sold none, but we've sold 4.6 thousand now. We're up $40,000 for yesterday, which is starting to make profit, which is good. But then see, our units stored are going to start dropping. We're only making, I think, if I remember correctly, only 700 and, I think 700 and, where are we? Here we are, 720 per day. So we need to be making 5,000 of these per day. We'll go back into here. There's nothing going on. I think it was here. So we've we don't need to upgrade the genetic materials on this side because he's already producing the organic macromolecules, but we can upgrade our workforce. Now we can hire another 12 workers, so there's 18 of 18 available, which will also increase our daily production to 442. Do the same over here, upgrade our workforce, increase our active workers, increase our daily production. So they're all working. We'll go back to our research. We're not far off finishing our full research for these levels. So now we want our biotechnology, which is this one. We want to increase the workforce here as well. So we're going to have 6 in queue. So once this is up to 100%, we'll click on this as well. So now these guys, as far as workers go, that's as much as we can hire for here, and then that is as much as we can produce. We head on over to our other ranch for our genetically modified micros. 860 per day, so they're producing as much as they can. Now we can see it's 439 a day. Well, actually it's bumped up again, 736 to 613 per day we're bringing in. We're losing minus 19 per day. And if you have a look, like, our profits have dropped again because we're only selling 709 per day. We're not selling the full demand that they have there of close to 5,000. So that's just the way it is until we can start to produce some more. So I'll bump the screen back to the game back to triple speed. At this point in time, it's similar to transport fever. You need to run triple speed, otherwise you're going to be sitting here for a long time, doing nothing. So that research is complete. You can reduce your transport costs. So they've researched accessories. They might be doing sort of sunglasses and stuff. Reduce our building costs, their research duration, increase advertising, statistic report costs, sector costs. There's a lot of other stuff you can actually research. I think we can look at our warehouse somewhere maybe. It should be in here. It's hard to see what the buildings actually are from here. There we go. That's the first one there. So we can increase our storage. We'll do that as well. Now our farm, we just got some more workers, so we can increase our production and we can automatically hire new workers, so we don't have to go here and do it. We're still losing money every day. We'll go quickly up here and have a look at this guy and see what he's up to. So now he's got a research facility there. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's a warehouse. Okay, yeah, it is. Just turned around different to ours. Yeah, that's right. So a warehouse, research facility, and these guys are producing accessories somehow. So if we go in here and have a look, we can go to the fashion factory, casual clothing. So you need to imagine all this stuff you've got to actually do to get just casual clothing. If you want to build a stealth suit, you're going to need all this sort of stuff. So biotech's probably the easiest one to start with. We can move on to food processing later, or jewellery, home electronics, software. Yeah, there's heaps of stuff we can move into early on. Product storage. Workforce is complete, so that should be us having full production here now. Our next lot of research will be getting this to produce a bit more. So biotech factory, it will be Influenza vaccine. Obviously, even with biotechnology, if you have a look, there's a lot more stuff that we can make eventually. Like these, you need chemical factories, metal forges, all that sort of stuff. So we want to continue to do that. We're going to have to get into mining and stuff, and chemicals and all that sort of stuff. We just hire some more workers to there and try and get this production back up. Have a look in here. We've got tons of all this stuff. We don't have any influenza vaccine, so we need 5,000 per day just to cover this town. And if we want to add like buildings in here, we can, and they're probably going to need 5,000 as well in each of these. So we need 25,000 to cover the whole 5 cities. So we're making 4.9 thousand today, or this, at the moment. So we're in a profit, which is good. So what else do we want to research? So we can already make the influenza vaccine, but we can't make the tetanus vaccine yet. So we need an oil well and a lithium mine. We have a look at the smallpox. So all we need is red algae and amino acid. So we need virus attenuation. So if we go to our research, we're at biotech. No, we need to go to was it? That must have been the biotech. Okay. Virus attenuation. Here it is. There we go. So if we research that, then we should be able to start to create the smallpox vaccine. So we need another farm and an animal ranch as well. So that's up to level 2. Still researching. So we'll get level 3 shortly, and then we'll see. We've got 297 a day coming into here. We'll see how much we're actually selling. So 2,000 a day. So we're pretty much selling everything that we're making. So these guys are only making 2,160 per day. Let's have a look. So we've still got all these guys coming in. We've got 705, 605 per day, 849 per day, and this isn't really accurate because we're selling and gaining and selling, so we're up and down all day. Still waiting on our research to be complete. We're making $10,000 today. $11,000. So our profits are going up. So they've finished researching the metal forge. So they're spending a lot of money on their buildings compared to us. Sorry, just turned the mic off, had to sneeze. We have a look at our company stuff. So our strength, we are red. We are not as strong as them by the looks of it. We've got no loans. Our company value is $43 million. Sales 22,000, 21,000. Can we have a look? That's our buildings. So I think there's a way. I'm not sure if we can compare our company to theirs. Global market, so we can sell excess stuff we have there. Here we are. So our company value is 43 million. Theirs is 30 million. We own 100% of ours. Can we? That's the end of year report. So we can sell all our shares. We can actually buy some of theirs as well if we wanted to. You don't own. Okay, well we want to click on buy. There's no shares available at the moment. So anyway, we'll get rid of that. So end of year report. The balance is down 41%, theirs is 53%. Company value, minus 14, theirs is minus 13. Revenue, 1.6, theirs is 3.4 million. So they're a bit above us. Spent about the same. 6 buildings to 5. 1-to-1 trade, they've got 3 shops open. So I wonder what they're selling: casual clothing, handbags, and also barefoot. Not sure what that is. It's like a sock, a shoe sock, I guess you would call it. So we'll have a look at our research. Researching storage increase, so now we can bump this up again to 3,000 per day, which still, transport fever again, which still isn't going to be enough to cover the demand for this area. So our next option would be to put in a second biotech factory to keep creating the influenza vaccine, or we can create something else. But I know that this town still needs more, another 2,000 influenza vaccine. So we'll give it a whirl, I guess. Where are we? Here we are, biotech factory. It's not going to fit right behind the other one, unfortunately. Put in there, the road goes out and around, so we'll let that get built. Cost us $7 million for the building. We'll bump up production, and we need to double check and make sure that that's not going to drop these down too much per day. Here we come, 60%. So we're still researching a couple of nice houses up the top here. Exactly the same. Got pools. Couple there. Train lines all around the place. Another house here. Some wind turbines, I guess you call them. So now this is built. So we want to make influenza vaccine. Okay, do 720 a day. We need to hire workers. We need to increase our workforce. Do the upgrade. That'll be 3,000 per day. Now we need to set up our 4 distribution lines again. So we need to bring in all 3 of our required materials to create influenza vaccine. So we're bringing all 3 of these in and sending out the influenza vaccine. So now we'll need to monitor this. When our next day ticks around, we'll work out if we're actually losing. No, it seems like we're still gaining. So we're going to have excess storage of the influenza vaccine now, which is good. Now, how much we're selling? 4,600 per day. We can increase the price to say $11. Now, the sold amount may drop a little bit, which it has. We're making 33,000 a day. Drop it back down to 10. We'll see how much we're making the next day. 32,000. But we are selling more, so bump it up, say 12, and I'd say that'll drop down even more because we're not going to be selling as much. Let's see, we're only selling 3,700. Drop it back to 10. We want to sort of try and get them to selling as much as they can. So we can even drop it down to say $9.50, £9.50 even, and try and get. There we go. See, 51.31 of the demand. So we're meeting the demand. So that's maximising profit from there. We still get 960 of these in a day. Still getting all these in. So things are looking good. So that's pretty much how we get started in the biotech industry. Setting up our influenza vaccine, starting to sell it. Now we've got max production for the 2 ranches and the farm and the 2 biotech factories. So our other option is we can head down here and buy another trade centre there, which means they want 5,000, they might want 3,000, so it means we need to produce 8,000, but we can only produce 3,000 each, so 6,000, so we need to put in another biotech factory, maybe more ranches and farms and stuff to get the whole, or say let's say the whole world, the whole map covered with the influenza vaccine. These guys are still going nuts at the moment. I'd say the stuff that they need to produce, they need like mines and that sort of stuff, so I can only assume that if we go to the global trade market, I think we can, not sure if we can actually buy things from here, or can we sell? No, we can only sell. So can we buy? We can buy. So there we go. So these guys are probably buying all the stuff they need from the market and then producing it themselves. So they're probably buying like the metal and iron ore or whatever, that sort of thing, and actually producing it from there, like buying the raw materials, producing the stuff they need and selling it to make their profit. So at this point in time, we've still got research going on. We'll call that the Research Electronics Factory. We'll call that episode 1 of our Industry Manager series. So thanks for watching Brito's Gaming. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And we'll leave it here, and we'll come back and do episode 2 shortly. And as per usual, thanks for watching, and thank you for your support.